Alrighty. Today is Sunday. This is my first time training on a Sunday in a long time. Probably since, I don't know when, but in a fairly long time. And then today we're at a different gym. We're going closer to my apartment. And we're going to do shoulders, what I would be doing tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to be going to back home to the Chicagoland area. So I'm not going to be able to train tomorrow. I set myself up for the week. It's best to train probably today. Because after a whole day of travel or a whole night of traveling tonight, and no rest really tomorrow, so I'm going to get in late. Today would be the best day to train. So come Tuesday, we're all ready to train hard. Woo. So I'm going to do a couple warm-ups. That's just warm up these glutes. Warm up the inner quads and get into the shoulder movements. But I woke up this morning super tight. And yesterday, so trying to make sure this lower back is loosened up for putting weight on it in a way from that shoulder press. Finally got a fresh haircut on Friday. That was nice. I haven't got a haircut in a while, but shit is expensive as fuck, man. Like, I spent $65 on this haircut. So I shaved my quote-unquote beard as well. And my mustache a little. So trim it up, make it look clean. $65 fucking dollars. Sheesh. I used to get haircuts for $20. I feel like this is one of those imported machines right here. Nut smashers and good girls. Definitely two very important machines. So I guess, yeah, that goes to this gym a lot. I used to go to this LA Fitness location all the time because it's low key and it's kind of nice. But sometimes it does get crowded in the afternoon. I guess they're closing this location. It makes sense because it's really outdated. Like, really outdated and it's not too busy compared to the other LA Fitnesses. But one thing I did like about this gym, though, was a good amount of machines that the other LA Fitness didn't have. But I like the other LA just because it has the squat racks and more of the proper deadlift platforms and all that shit for powerlifting. So I was going more of that route. And then before, I was doing the more bodybuilding machine route. Still incorporating more free weights, but still with the machines as well, cables and rowing machines and all of that jazz. But this is one exercise I need to do more often. The back. This would be an extension. Yeah, the back extension. I'm pretty sure that's why my lower back is so tight. It's fairly pretty weak compared to the rest of my body here. But this huge, these movements, nut smashers, good girls, and this to really help open up that back and create less stiffness. Because in the morning, man, when I'm walking out of bed, It is a struggle, bro. Straight struggle. So I need to start doing this every training session just because without it, I do feel a lot of tightness. And then with it, it feels better. Since my shoulders are so weak, I'm going to make every set working set. So I'm going to start with 95. And I'm just going to go up by fives. And then see how many sets I can do. Because my shoulders need to start growing. So I'm going to make every set a working set, man. Alright, set 2, fives on each side. Got 12 reps the last one. Got a thicker bar. I don't know if this is heavier, but I think it's a little bit heavier. Set 2. Take a little break. It was 9. Gotta go for that 12 rep-ish. 12 rep range. But pump is pretty good right now. Only 2 sets in already. Feeling full. Alright. Let's do 3 more. I wonder if this is a thicker bar. Or it is a thicker bar, but I wonder if they're heavier. Maybe they are. So maybe I'm a little bit stronger. I'm not sure. I doubt it. I think it's maybe a 47-pound bar. Doesn't feel like 55-pound, but maybe it is. All right, set 3. It was a little bit less of a resting period. Maybe pick up a 30 more seconds or so. Trim this. You know, whole goal of this shoulder press is, man, I really want to get to repping out 185 for a couple of reps, but I need to stop being lazy and start incorporating core exercises, and then continuing to do what I was just doing, those back extensions, good girls, and nut smashers. If I do those, it's gonna help decrease the amount of stiffness in that lower back, which then is probably going to create more force going up the chain through the shoulder press. So I can only imagine you know, it makes sense. If your core and your mobility is pretty bad in the lower back area, the amount of weight you can push over your head is probably um, fixed, because your body's not going to want 225 pounds, 185 pounds, whatever amount of weight over your head, creating that force to your lower back. So I need to quit fucking being lazy and just start doing these movements more. But alright, let's get into the next set. Set 3. Alright, so that was 8. I do 4 more. So I've got 2 5s on each side, so that comes out to be 225, yeah. 125. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah, 10, 95. 105, yep. No, I don't know actually. So yeah, 35, 70, 75 plus 45, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 115. My slow ass. But maybe this is a little bit thicker of a bar. So maybe it's a little bit more weight, though. I don't know. 4 more reps. All right. All right. 125 on the bar. 2 more 5s added. All right, take a rest. Man, I swear this shit feels heavy. I said this every time. Every time it's shoulder day. But legit shoulder presses, outside of doing pull-ups, one of the most hardest movements you can do. You're fighting all gravity. You're pushing all that weight above your head. So the amount of force you need to exert is a good amount. And I'm only pushing 125 on the bar. I try to get a couple more. That was 5, so let's try to get to 8, I would say. Whew. All right, another set. Same weight, 125. All right, let's take a break here. So those last couple of reps. Tons of core activation for sure. When your shoulders start to really give out, and then you got to use your core to stabilize the rest of that weight. And that's when you start fucking shaking and shit. So, looking like a salt shaker, bro. But each of these reps, man, I'm just really trying to push that weight up and drive through and get it over my head. And trying to keeping my shoulders stabilized, keeping my shoulders tight, tucked in, elbows tucked a little bit, just flaring out, controlling the weight down as best as I can. All right, try to get a couple more. All right, set number 3 with the 125. So I increased it twice. So I went to 5 reps, 6 reps. Let's see if I can do 7 reps here. That'd be pretty sick. I'd be happy with 6 again too, but doing 7 reps would be great. Keeping that core tight, shoulders nice and stable, nice and tight, elbows in. Same focus. Keeping that mind empty, but nothing but focusing on pushing this weight up. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Go for a couple more. And then I'm gonna drop this down to 25s and just rep out 25s for one more set. So this will be the third set of this weight, including the rest. So this will be about the sixth set. I'm gonna get out of here shortly. Got a good amount of stuff I gotta do before I leave to go back home for the week. All right, try to get a couple more, 2 to 3 more, 2 to 3. Sheesh. Alright, last and final set here. 95 on the bar, took everything off, and we're just gonna rep this out. So we're gonna go for about, let's go for 20 reps, fuck it. Just go crazy. Just burn these shoulders out to the max. We'll do 20 reps. Try to get to 10 and then fight for the rest. Right. Let's do it. High volume training today. Alright, that was 9. Yeah, I really need to work on. I think I need to work on focusing on how to keep my core tight while I'm pushing it over at my head. Almost feel like I'm giving out my stomach, my core, while I'm pushing the weight up, creating that force, and then I retract and tighten up once it's over my head. But through the upper body, the shoulders, those feel good. All right, go for it. Couple more. All right, 13. We got 7 more to go. That's me wrap for today's session. This is one thing I like about this gym. Even though it is Sunday, you come in here at the right time, so it's not that busy. It's only like right after work at like 5 to 8 ranges. Yeah, this place will get super busy, especially a lot of high schoolers. So they, most of the time it's a pretty small gym, so there'll be like 6 of them around the machine, and sometimes they'll be training hard, and a lot of times it's dicking around, fucking being dumbasses. But it's the one drawback about this gym. But on like a day like today, you can have a clear mind, focused, just get after the weights. All right, 7 more. Let's see what we can get out of that. All right, 2 more. 2 more. My shoulders are definitely out of the picture now. 2 more reps. I feel like I can't even walk through a door right now. That's how wide my shoulders are, bro. All right, 2 more reps. Alright, we're done. Alright, finish this session off. We're just gonna be doing some extensions. I didn't do extensions last week, so might as well do them this week. Straight lat pull down bar, 110 on the clip. Just gonna wrap these out, burn these triceps out. Alright, we're just gonna do this whole thing. 150. We got 20 reps, I think, right there. 150 on the bar. Clipped. Oh, yeah. Take a little break. It's a little too heavy. I'm gonna have to decrease the weight a little. Put it down one more. Okay. Put down to 130. Alright, now hopefully I can rough these out more. 150 is a little bit too heavy for me. Dropped it to 130. Alright, let's make this the last set. Wrap this out, and then we're gonna drop set it. Let's put some major burnage on it. Some major burnage on these tries. I've said it. That was 8. That's a 100. One more. Triple drop, double drop. 70 now. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, that's a wrap for today. What a training session today was. It's good I came in here on a Sunday, because if I didn't come in today, I think it'd be more of a struggle to get into the gym tomorrow after traveling. I'm going to bed at like 2 a.m. tomorrow. So got in here today. I got in here today. So then come on Tuesday, I have good momentum going to the gym because I made the effort to go today to make up for tomorrow. And then maybe I'll make it to the gym tomorrow as well, just because it said Body Works and it's Christmas week, so it's a special week. So maybe I'll just train every day, say fuck it, I'll just go after work. But the real work got put in today, so hell yeah. And it's super peaceful at this gym. No loud music, no people. Just training and sweating. So that is a wrap for today. I'll go downstairs and flex a little and then call that a wrap.